Hi everyone, this is the Mighty Cleric, and today I'm showing a little bit of my character in Guild Wars 2. This character I'm playing is a Necromancer, and as you can see I'm level 76 already. I'm at a lower bit level um, because my mission takes me years, so the effective level of my character is 38. Just had to sit closer there for a while. Um, Sitting quite far away from my screen, so characters sometimes can be a little bit small. So I'm gonna show you things that I do every single day when I log into Guild Wars 2. I really love this game. Takes my mind away from a lot of things and it's just enjoyable. It's got basically the things that I like most about games. That is loot, and it is RPG elements, and also upgrading and well, RPG element role playing. But the best of all, it's loot. Every enemy that I kill have a chance to drop loot, and the loot can be utilized in many ways. For instance, you can kill an enemy, and you can either get their nails, their claws, their skin, their meat. And that meat, for instance, you can use in recipes if you are a cook. You can sell it. There's like more or less like Diablo. There's a trading house or a auction house. I'm gonna show you the auction house quickly, or the trading house. Black Lion Trading Company, and where you can actually sell stuff that you don't use. Now I've got a rule when I started playing the game every single day. I try to save my game, or when I quit Guild Wars, to try to stay a safe place, like not quit anywhere in the world where I just had enemies, killing enemies, because as soon as you start, you normally start there, and I mean you don't want to start between two ogres or two ettins or a bunch of wolves or stuff like that. Um, what I do every single day, the first thing that I do is I open my guild window, and at the moment I've got 45 members. Four are online. Not every single one is representing the guild, but whatever they do is actually geared towards our guild reputation. And the guild reputation you can use to upgrade certain things. There's the part, or there's tabs for artic- arch- architecture, economy, art of war, politics, which allows you to gain extra experience or influence. For instance, if you want to play PvP, world versus world, or you want to do guild puzzles, which I really like to do next, because I've got this guild members and I've started, and the starting has been really slow, I must say, because I'm not that social a player. So this is something that I'm trying for the first time, and I actually reward people who actually do things for the guild, like buying reputation or actually putting stuff in the guild bank, which took me a long time to gain, because making money in the beginning is very slow. Now the first character that I started with, I played as a warrior, because I thought that's the basic character, that's the one that everyone starts with. But I realized soon that I'm not as good as I thought I was. I mean, I'm not good in certain type of games like first-person shooters. My reaction time is too slow, and RPGs I normally do good because I grind a lot, and I try to get as overpowered as possible. In this game, I tend to not be as good when I try to fight on my own, because you can get hordes of enemies or villains or bosses that's a bit bigger. And this game is made for people who want to play on their own, called PvE. But the nice thing about it is that at any certain given time, you can come across a lot of players attacking one specific boss, and you just join in and you share the rewards as well, reviving either fallen allies, or just pitching in. Um, what I do secondly, going back to, not going off the topic, as you can see there's a person running there. I can click on him and right click and just want to close this quickly. Right click and I say guild invite. Now they can decide whether they want to join or not. This person is actually belonging to a guild, so I doubt that they're gonna join. Uh, these are NPCs, this person, so obviously can't invite him. And you get a feeling that this is a real world because things are happening. The time of day changes. Sometimes it rains. There's different climates. There's different maps. Where I am at the moment, it's grassy, but it gets snowy. There's a lot of things on the map that you can do. So what I normally tend to do is I normally tend to, when my mission sends me somewhere, and for in this case it's in this area, what I try to do is I try to clear the area first, so that I first of all get the experience and also get the loot and get the resources. And when I'm sent to that area, I've got 100% completion, which you're also rewarded by. So I've got a few things still to do on this map. I've got to go to point of interest. I've got this quests that I can do here. There's also vistas and there's waypoints that I've got to activate. So I'm here at the moment, and just to show you how big the map really is. And I've seen on YouTube a video that there's actually more places that's maybe coming out soon. So Guild Wars 2 is still young compared to World of Warcraft, um, and it's quite exciting. So, getting back to what I talked about first, the first thing I do is I go to guild, see how many people are actually in my guild, because people sometimes leave as well. Um, I love my message of the day. I've got certain. I, I I will, for instance, if somebody new joined, I will see what their level is, and I will make them maybe a corporal or a sergeant or an officer. And because every different rank's got different um, things that they can do towards the guild. The lower levels can basically deposit stuff into your guild bank, but they can't withdraw. As soon as you get somebody that's an officer, then they can basically withdraw stuff. They can do world versus world. They can activate maps and stuff like that. The first character I played, I didn't start the guild because I didn't know I could. I thought you had to achieve something to do it, but you can start a guild from, I think, level 1. I'm not sure. I think I started it when I got my first story, which is level 10. I just started, because nobody invites me, and I feel too shy to ask maybe, hey, can I join your guild? I mean, what do you expect of me? Because that's a thought I have, is that some guilds maybe want you to be this experience level or be able to be this good at what you're doing. If you're a healer, you've got to heal the whole time. And I tend to run around and just enjoy myself. If I see a tree, I will go chop it down, and if I see a bird, I will go chase it. Very very not role orientated, which this game actually doesn't penalize, because there is no restrictions that you can only be a healer. Every single class that you choose. I'm sorry, I've got a cold. I apologize for that. Actually, every class that you can choose got healing abilities. There are no potions, so you've got stuff that you can eat that can give you extra experience or that can heal yourself. And as a chef, I can create these dishes myself, which is quite good. Okay, so the second thing I do every single day when after I've viewed my guild progress, see how many people are online, what they've actually done. Just signing on actually gives you guild influence. The second thing I do is I go to my character menu, which is this one, and I go to equipment, and I just look at my character, and I just say, good looking fella, and I want to see, okay, right, this is my skills, my traits. Maybe if something is not working for me because I thought about it last night, this this way I'm going is not good. I need to try something else. And you see, I've got skill points available, and I'm not using it to buy certain skills because I tend to, with my necromancer, tend to go in the minion direction, which means I summon minions to do my fighting for me. I'll just give you an example. I'll summon this one. This one actually attacks enemies and it heals me. Um, oh, it's like stealing. That's my. There we go. It steals health from enemies. This one is my ranged creature. It will attack enemies from a range. So I've got a range fighter, then I've got a close combat thingy that I can summon here, and then I've got my ultimate tank. This guy with us. I'm just gonna walk over there so you can see them more clearly. And that's my entourage. That's the ones that following me. While they are there looking after themselves, I can heal them in battle while running forward, and then if an enemy walks into this circle, then my minions will heal. I can also give them instructions, like for instance, my tank over there can rush and he can, bounce off enemies. I can sacrifice this minion to give me health, and I've got this signet, which is also a way you can go. You can have a lot of signets there. Whereas they can be active or passive. When they're passive, it means you didn't activate them. They still give you bonuses or boons, as they call it in Guild Wars 2. And when you activate them, you get different boons. So I use this one for speed because I tend to walk everywhere and try to use as little waypoints as possible. And then walking slowly can sometimes be, a bit tiring. Um, what I also do is in my character view, I would look at my financial status. I would see how many laurels I have, karma. The good thing about karma is that you actually, when you finish a quest, like I'm gonna show you on the mini map. Just wanna close this quickly. Uh, this heart here represents quests that that person has. Good thing about it is that you can be anywhere on the map. This heart's got a radius of maybe this big, and if you in that radius killing stuff, and that's part of the solution or the quest, which is normally it. Defeat pirates, destroy turrets. This one. Then you will anyway be killing enemies because they auto aggro on you. So that will help with this quest. But as soon as you finish the quest, like for instance this heart is completed, this quest giver turns into a merchant which sells stuff to you and also buys stuff from you, but it sells stuff to you using karma instead of gold or copper or whatever. So that is quite handy. Um, and 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 you gain karma for basically completing quests, completing missions, and also there was sometimes just random events occurring in the area that you're walking to. The good thing about the quest as well, which I need to mention because this is quite very good, is that you can be anywhere on the map and complete a quest. For instance, you don't have to run all the way back to that quest giver to claim your reward. Wherever you are on the map, which is normally close by, relatively close by, because you run around in that circle completing quests, but you can claim it anyway. Just a pop-up that appears that you've completed a quest. You can return to the quest giver, which is now a merchant, which you can use anytime, and sell your stuff off, so you don't have to go to a certain vending place or a certain merchant place to sell your stuff. You can use them, which is very, very good. This is why I love Guild Wars 2, apart from the atmosphere and the setting. Um, the second thing I love about Guild Wars 2 is there's no monthly subscription. Um, which some people, there are pros and cons to it. According to some people, to me it's just a plus. There's no negatives about it. Other people say, but if you pay for stuff, then you get content. Well, I'm gonna share with you that October 31st, a week before that, they released Halloween stuff. which was great because apparently this happens once a year, which they actually activate a whole new thing for Halloween, costumes, stuff that you can gain while doing that quest. And when it's gone, you still keep those stuff that you've gained from Halloween, places you can go to, extra missions, extra raids, extra activities, and every single update or patch. Normally, when you update or patch a game, it's because they're repairing a bug. Now, well, they can repair bugs because they actually listen to the people that on the forums, but they actually adds contents as well. So this is a very good thing. Now I'm going off topic again, as usual. And I would also go to see my story quest, how far it is. I can read about it. I can see this is where it started. This is my character creation. That's where it started. It gives you just, you can go back and read it sometimes. We'll just sit and read through that. It also tells you which level you have to be and where I am at the moment. Um, and I am my crafting. I'm playing as, well, I'm doing chef and jeweler. You can anytime look at stuff to see, because you have to go to a specific workstation to do crafting or to cook stuff. If you're a leather worker, you have to go to leatherworking crafting station, which are always basically, together at the place, but you have to go there, teleport there, waypoint there. But this actually shows you that, listen, you've got enough materials to actually create this hook, or um, you know, you need that. You can actually do that. You've got enough stuff for that. Um, and this one I also like as well. This one is basically a progress bar, which you actually uh, you get points, achievements, basically for just doing stuff. And when you get to a certain point, like my next point will be 1,500, you get gold, you get extra account bonuses, you get stuff that which influence all your other characters. And this is also count bound. That means when you play with one of your other characters, these bonuses also adds to that. And you can look at your progress, how far you are with that. In the Slayer category, I've I've completely slayed enough centaurs. I don't ever have to but kill another centaur to actually gain to the stat. But you also get gear. You also get gear from that, and the higher your drop rate or your percentage your magic find is, the more and more stuff you'll get. In the beginning, when you play, when your magic find is 0, then when you kill an animal, you will get every second or third one you'll get skins or nails or claws. But now, actually, the bigger your total or x amount of magic find is, you can get gloves, you can get weapons, which you can either use, sell, or break up for materials. So this is the first things I do. Then I go to my map and I say, okay, right, I'm busy with the story, but I actually want to make this map 100% first, so I can open all points of interest, that if I need to go somewhere quick, then I've already had the waypoint. For instance, if I see there's a special event going on in this area, I can teleport there, waypoint there immediately, and do that. I can see where the merchants are, because some merchants, they move around, they don't stay at same as at one place or another. Um, and while I do that, while I clear the map, I'll show you if it shows here now. So they'll show on this mini map at the bottom. They'll show where stuff is. For instance, where you can mine stuff. The closer you get to them, they'll actually show. They won't show when it's too far away. Um, and then that's basically what I do. That's what I start to do it. And at the bottom is a progress bar. I'm almost at level 80, and apparently life starts at level 80, where you can go on raids and dungeons. I haven't done a dungeon yet. I've played the the Halloween part where you go into these dungeon-like things. I think I haven't done dungeons, so I can't say. where I run around with level 80s while I was still level 36 or 40, and I would get gear and stuff that's awesome, but maybe I can't use, but I can sell or I can break it up. And it just shows you all the things that you can still get. For instance, I'll show you something. For instance, if you get something, there's so many stuff that you can get, but if you get something, you get actually to a point where you can see what your collection is and how far you are with that collector. I just summoned, for instance, this guy that I've picked up. This is not what I wanted to show you. I'm learning stuff every single day. Um, this is what I wanted to show you. This is actually a bank that you can keep stuff, and you can put stuff there that you can use later. I've got two pieces of 4-piece map that will lead you to a certain area. I'm not sure. I don't like to read up on stuff before I do it. And I've also got some fragments, pieces of scraps, which you can basically, if you've got enough of them, you can actually use that to claim a weapon. So I keep stuff here in this bank, so you can actually summon this guy if you got enough of those things. I just used my last one, but you can buy it from the store, from the trading store, for gems or gold, whatever. But I like to not to buy stuff. I like to get stuff. That's what I like about loot games. I know I've been talking a lot and I've been rambling on a bit, but this is basically focused on players who would love what I love and just see what I see here, why I like this game. So I'm just gonna shut up now for a while. Um, I'm just gonna run around and um, just go and complete my map. See there, I picked something up. This guy's just doing his own stuff, his own business. There's my merchant stall. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and love you for loving this game. And thank you, Arianet, for making such a great game. Well, that's it for today, folks. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.